Hey guys, welcome to the closet. I'm the Wounded Warrior. I also go by his sister Adeze. Adeze means daughter of the king. And when I came to Christ, he gave me that new name. That's not necessary for everybody. It happened with me. It may happen with you. I don't know. But, your journey is your own. Everybody's journey looks different. God treats everybody differently because you need different things from him. So I'm just doing what he told me to do. But my real name on my license and stuff is Carisha. I just want to be transparent because I'm not doing this for any other reason, but because God is telling me to. And when he tells me to do something, I just try to do it. Seriously, because I've learned that that's the best way to do this. Like, just be obedient, period. Because he wants what's best. Like, he wants what's better for you than you want for yourself. He wants more for you than you want for yourself because he knows you can do more, you can have more. Like, he believes in you. For real, God believes in you. Like, he's like, I believe in my baby. Look at my child. Look at them. Like, they handling them situations. Like, look, the enemy tried to take them down and they just got back up. Look at them. See, I love them so much. Like, I'm a I don't even know why I'm in this closet. Like, honestly, God did not prep me on what to say. So this is going to be kind of just spur of the moment. Where was I going to go? I think God wants me to tell my story a little bit because I don't look like what I've been through. For real. Like, I legit do not look like what I've been through. And I think maybe my story will inspire somebody. And I hope that's true. Because I've always said there's been a few things that's been a constant in my life since I can remember. Like, from little days, like being 3 or 4 years old. Like, there's always been a few constants in my life. One was that I wanted love. I desired love so much. Like, I just wanted all the love from everywhere. And when I didn't find it, I would go look over here. Then when I didn't find it there, I would go look over there. Because that's what I needed from God. I needed his love. We all, I think, need his love at the end of the day. And I desired that and I knew I needed that. And I knew about God as a kid. But as I got older, our relationship got further and further apart. That's kind of how it went. Like, I remember at being a kid saying, God, I just want to say thank you for everybody who forgot to say thank you to you because I don't want to just ask you for stuff and, not say thank you, and I always just like consider his feelings. And I don't know why I was different, but I was just different. And I've always been different. That's one thing I'm solid in. Like, I'm just different. I'm not like anybody else. And so I had a really close relationship as a kid because I've seen God's miracles, y'all. I've seen him do things I thought was impossible. Like, I'm like, that can't happen. Science says, because I was a little bookworm, a little nerd. I thought I knew what science say. No, God got the final say. Like, literally, my brother has flatlined. No heartbeat. Came back to life. He said a bunch of stuff while he was out. He was talking with no heartbeat. I've seen these things. I've seen, because my brother always had a close relationship with God. Like, his relationship with God never faltered like mine. Well, at least he never appeared to. Because, people don't always talk about that stuff or share that stuff. And even though we were twins, we are twins, we didn't, like, if it was uncomfortable, we just wanted to be happy with each other, like spend time with each other. We didn't want to talk about uncomfortable things always, even though that's the point. I mean, he knew more about me than I knew about him, I think, because I don't know, he was my brother, so he wanted to be strong for me, I guess. He is my brother. Because just because he's gone doesn't mean that he's no longer my brother. He will always be my brother, and I will see him again. So that was hard to get through, though. Anyway, I don't know where I'm going, y'all. Like, I'm just saying what's coming to my mind because that's how God works in me. Like, he'll just put things in my head that don't always make sense, but I just have to just do what he's telling me to do. Because what don't make sense to me make perfect sense to him, because he knows you who's watching, and he knows what's going to get your attention too. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't want this to be like crazy long, but I'm just going to go with it. I'm tired too, y'all. Like, all my defenses are down. Like, God is always rooting for you. He's always pulling for you. He's always trying. He's always like, come back to me so I can help you. Because I want you to be better. Like, I want you to be better. And I want you to ultimately come back home to me. Like, it's almost like we all been kidnapped, okay? Like, he just watching his kids, his sons and daughters. A son is on my mind right now. A son. One of God's son. You're in trouble. Oh God, please let this message reach him. Tell me what you want me to tell him. I just feel the heaviness in your heart, like the heaviness inside, like I don't know if it's sadness, I don't know if it's grief. I can't pinpoint it, but I just feel it all in my chest. This emptiness, this hollowness, this blackness, this heaviness, this weight I can't really explain, but it's like all up in here in my chest. And so in my mind, it's originating from my heart. So somebody has a broken heart. Yo, I don't really know. Like, I've never felt this. Yes, I have. I have felt this. Grief? Is somebody going through grief? I'm so confused. I'm so tired. God, what is it? Okay. We're going to switch gears a little bit, you guys. I feel like there's a son. There's a man out there. And I pray that this message gets to you. God is calling you. He is saying, come to me. I'm going to fix all of that. I didn't do this to you. I didn't do this to you. I would never do nothing like that to you. I love you more than you can imagine. I cry for you. I just desire for you to come back home to me so that I can make you complete, so I can make you whole, so I can fix all those broken places, so I can put you back together. I will put you back together because it wasn't your fault. I don't know. It wasn't your fault, okay? I don't know what. It's something big that you almost blaming yourself for. Like, this is like a big impactful, like, life-changing moment. And you think it's like you, but it's not you. Like, God's not punishing you. Is that what this is? You think God's punishing you? He's not punishing you. Like, I am just a regular chick in my pajamas, ready to go to bed, and God told me, come in this closet and speak. And I didn't even know what for. And maybe it's for you, because he's saying that you are in like I'm getting the word crisis. There's like a crisis situation. You need God more than ever right now, because he's gonna get you through it. He's gonna carry you through it. And I am living proof. Okay, he's gonna carry you through that. And you're gonna look back on it and say, I don't even know how I got through that, but I did. And in the middle of it though, you're gonna feel like he not there. He not there. But he is there. And you have to know he's there. And I don't know who else needs to hear this, but you have to know God is there. He is right there with you. He is holding your hand. He is begging you to please just say yes to me so I can make you better. Like, you guys, like, I'm just gonna be me. I can't like keep worrying about like who gonna like this and who not gonna like this. Okay, God, I'm open. I apologize for the messiness of this video, you guys. I try to stay on topic because I can be a bit of a rambler. It's kind of like what God has shown me is this. It's my gifts trying to work, but I keep suppressing them, and so it comes out in these ways. And so I'm a rambler, and I'll talk forever. I've always talked a lot, and it's because I'm supposed to speak for God. But when you're just trying to learn your own gifts, it's confusing sometimes. And I've had strokes, y'all, like brain damage. And so I'm doing the best I can with what I got. And that's how I know that God's going to carry you through it all, because let me tell you about my story. I was born with sickle cell anemia. A lot of people don't understand the impact of this disability. From like little kid, 2 years old, I would have pain that felt like I was being hit by a car. Like I tell everybody it's like somebody's beating me with a bat. Somebody's got a mallet, and I created this fictional character called SS, and he looked like Mr. Clean with like leather on, and he have all these weapons, and he just experimenting on my body. Like, okay, let's try your legs. Let's try your arms. Okay, let's try your whole body. Let's try this. And I never know when it's coming. I never know when it's going to end. And like, it just like spring up and like, here you go. Ah, and then it's like, ah, and then I can't take no more. And then it go away. And then it come back. And it's just unpredictable. Okay. So as a kid, you're not understanding like, what did I do wrong? Like, I'm just a kid. This is how I thought. Like, I'm just a kid. Who would make a kid feel this? Who would put a kid through this? God must hate me. And that's where it started. God must hate me. Like, because I knew he was real. I saw him. So you could not tell me God was real. And I feel like you saw whoever I'm supposed to speak to, because it may not be a son anymore. He may have shifted to a lot of different children. But whoever's listening to this, God does not hate you. He's never hated you. Because I was like, why is he showing up here but not showing up for me? I remember there would be times while I'm in pain where I'm just begging God, please God, just deliver me. And I'm just believing with everything I got, my little tiny kid body, that he gonna deliver me from this. I still believe he's gonna deliver me from this. Because it's something I've always believed, like he's gonna come through. He's gonna come through. But maybe this is my cross to bear. You know, and because of sickle cell, I've had strokes. Many of them. So the left side of my body was completely paralyzed at one point. Got through that. Start walking again. Learned how to walk. Learned how to talk again. I'm still learning how to use this left hand. Like my fine motor skills are not great. Like I can't do something like this. I can't do this. I can't, like, my fingers are still something I'm learning how to use again. But this whole left hand, I don't really feel. Like, I've actually burnt it on the stove before. And then recently I went blind. Completely blind. Like, it was like somebody just turned my lights out. And it was blackness. I was blind for 6 months or something. It was a while, because my son, like, it felt like his whole year of his life at that time. Like, I was trying to feed him with a bottle, and I'm blind, and trying to keep up with him. He drawing on the wall. Like, it was a lot. But I got through it. And I can't see at 20/20, but I can see now. Like, I can actually see objects. And so I'm grateful for that. It's like God had to reset my standards a little bit. And I think maybe, y'all, I think I'm just learning right now in this moment. Because like I told you, I'm growing. I'm growing with you. Like, I'm growing in front of you. This is my real journey. God wants me to chronicle it. I don't know why. He wants me to tell my story. And I just pray that my story saves somebody or helps somebody or gives hope to somebody. Because I remember being in these situations feeling hopeless, feeling dark, feeling just sucked up in the darkness, just gone forever. There's no hope for me. Like, I felt like that in these moments. But I'm still here. I'm still here. The enemy tried to take me out. He tried hard. He tried hard, but he couldn't take me out because God's on my side. And that's how it is for all of his children. Like, not just me, not just some of these special people you see, like pastors, and not just them. Everybody is his children. He made all of us. He showed me this morning how he took his time. Like, he literally wanted it to be a masterpiece. Every time he created another human being, he wanted it to be his next masterpiece. Like, he took time to make this his best work. When he made you, he took his time to make it his best work. And then he breathed some of his breath of life into your body. Because he wants you to be alive in the time that you are alive in. You are meant to be here. And I don't know what your story is. I know my story. And I know my story didn't go the way I hoped. And I know my story had a lot of lows. It had more lows than a lot of people like to admit. But I'm an honest person. And this is my story. And I sit in it. God actually told me that he is proud of how I handled things. Like, you don't know what that means to somebody like me. Like, you proud of me? What you mean? Like, I thought he hated me. Like, my whole, like, teenage, adult, young adult life. All, like, a solid, like, chunk of my life. 90% of my life. I thought God literally hated me. And at one point, I thought we was arch enemies. Like, I was like, oh, you gonna do this? Well, I'm gonna do that. Well, you gonna do this? Well, I'm gonna do that. And that's how rebellion happens. Like, okay, God, well, I see you. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and do this then. No, he wants you back over here, but you just like, no, because you mad. And you want him to hurt like he hurt you. But it's not gonna work because you're just gonna hurt yourself. But it doesn't matter if you make mistakes. He's still there. And his hand is out right now to somebody. Like, I literally in my mind see his hand going out. Like, it's just holy and white and pure and loving and gentle and kind. And y'all, God is so gentle with me. Because I'm a softie. Like, I really am a sensitive person. I'm an emotional person. I think I've cried on here a few times. Like, I'm a softie. And so I had to build up this hard exterior to protect it. But with God, I can just be me. And he accepts me when I'm wrong. He accepts me when I'm right. He knows when I'm really trying. He knows when I'm just like, F this. He knows how I move. Like, he knows that I'm a little sarcastic. So he don't always take offense to what I say. Like, y'all, he knows you because he took his time. He knows every detail. Every single detail. And see, that's the thing, y'all. Because he knows every single detail, he knows how to make you happy. So why not get his blessings? Why run away from God? Right? Why reject his message? He's been reaching out to you. Everywhere you go, you know he's been reaching out to you. He wants you to come home. Period. Come home. It's time. It's time to come home. Just come home. That's all I keep feeling. Like, come. Like, it's in the depths of me. Like, come home, please. Just come home. And to be honest with y'all, right now my kids are not with me. Well, 2 of them. Because my ex-husband wants to use children as weapons. Because he was abusive and we're not together and I don't care. So he wants to hurt me and still feel like he have control. It's fine. He going on his journey. I pray for him. Like, I would legit pray for him, y'all. Like, I never thought I would get to this point where I would pray for this man. Never. Like, I actually want good for him. And I'm like, God, please bless him. Heal him. Bring him home. Like, just, I want him to be saved. It's almost like I want him to be more saved now. Just because I know how hurt he is. Like, the things he did to me, he must have been so broken, so hurt, like in so much pain to put me through all that he put me through. But I'm not holding it against him. Like, I like, God healed me from all of this. You guys, the healing is real. The healing is real. If you just come home. All you gotta do is say yes. Like literally, you say yes, Lord. Like if you do it in your own way, your own time. God, I say yes to you. I say yes. Bring it on, Jesus. Because you gotta get to God through Jesus. Okay, that's an important part. Okay, because we so broken, and we so y'all. My legs hurting. I might have to cut this. Um, we so broken and so undeserving of God's mercy and love and his constant like I got you, even though you tried to hurt me, even though you said you hated me, which I did. I told God I hated him at one point. And even though you do this, I still got you because I know why you're doing it. I understand why you mad. But when you decide you want to come back home, I'm waiting with open arms. Y'all, the prodigal child kept coming up for me all week, and I'm literally about to cry because God really means this. Like, he really just wants you to come back home to him. Just say yes. It's so much easier. Life is so much easier this way, you guys. I never thought I could have peace. Like, when your own body feels like a prison, I never thought I could have peace inside. Like, where it matters. Like, I'm just at peace. And I've been joyful. I never thought I could feel that. Y'all, my body is literally just, it's so difficult to deal with. Like, right now, because the bones in my hips are dying, this left leg is like numb. Like, it's completely numb. I can't feel any of it. Well, it's usually numb because of my strokes, but I can't feel none of it really right now. My toes tingling, like, because the way I'm sitting. It is so difficult. Like, I want a scooter, y'all. Like, I for real want a scooter. It just be so much. Like, walking is hard. Just walking is hard. Like, I remember I would wake up and I would have to go to the bathroom. But I'm like, the pain that I'm going to have to feel walking from this bed to the bathroom, which is like not far at all, it's not worth it. So I would sit there and wait till my bladder is like about to explode. And then I would get up and go to the bathroom. Like, when you take for granted the fact that you can just wake up and go to the bathroom, like, there's no problem, you might need to readjust some of your expectations and stuff. Like, some of us out here don't have those luxuries. So be grateful for what you do have. Don't worry about what you lost. It's gone now. Y'all, I done lost like I done had legitimately like a car, my own apartment, like 4-5 different times, whatever. And all that stuff is gone. My furniture, my bed, my dresser, my clothes, my shoes. Like, I came back with like 2 pairs of pants and like sweaters and like t-shirts. I had nothing and I had to rebuild. But it's different this time because now that I say yes to God, I'm going to build this the right way. Because now he's telling me, okay, do this, do that, do this, do that, so that it can be strong and can be right. And you don't have to worry about it falling down no more. Because he knew at this time in my life, I would say this is enough. Like, I had enough. I want you now. And I'm serious about it. Like, he knew it was going to take me this time to get here. So it's not like he's holding it against you that you probably held out on saying yes to him. I don't know why somebody need to hear this. Like, somebody held out, like, not yet, not yet. I don't want to say it yet, because you think being with God is, like, restricting. And I used to think that, too, to be honest. Because I don't fit in a box. I don't. I'm fine. Like, people, they look at me and they don't really understand what's wrong with me. Like, they think, but people always thought that, because I've always just treated people how I want to be treated. And people don't understand why I do that, but it's just my DNA. Because I want to help people. And God is letting me do that now. Like, you can get all your dreams and bigger. Because I ain't even told y'all about my kingdom marriage. Because this man is so worth the wait. Like, I would have waited for him again. And at this time in my life, I thought it was going to be slim pickings. Y'all just say yes to God. That's all I can say now. I'm tired. My legs hurt. I'm about to be out. Y'all know I love y'all. And y'all know I try, okay? Grace and peace. Oh, Jesus loves you more.